How's it going, my lovely darklings? It's your fave witch, Jamila Anahata, back with another video. And today we're going to be doing a hair tutorial for locks. So I have this hairstyle that I've been really digging lately, and I've been really digging the pinup-y 1940s, 50s, 60s, Hollywood glamour, rockabilly, psychobilly, gothabilly type looks. And I found a hair tutorial that is kind of almost like my signature look nowadays. I do it pretty much every day, especially if I'm doing a casual look. And it is like a front bang roll that I like to call it. I think a front bang roll is like a perfect way to call it. So to start off with this front bang roll, you're going to need a bristle brush, preferably plant-based. This is like an older one. And you're going to need a lot of bobby pins. So what I like to do is use at least 4 to 6. And what we're going to do now, depending on your lock length, I've been growing out my hair for about 9.5 years now. So my hair is pretty mature and on the longer side. So I would recommend this for medium to longer locks. If you have short locks, I'm sure it could work to a certain extent, but I feel like it's great for anyone to try. Even if you have natural hair, there is definitely a way to style this as well. So let's get started. So I always use a bristle brush just to brush away any flyaways, just to make sure our hair is nice and soft. You know, if you have a shaved side or a shaved backside, shaved kitchen, you want to make sure that is nice and smooth as well, just because we want everything to look cohesive and put together. So I am taking the front section of my hair, making sure that I'm leaving some sides out, and that's going to look different for everybody since I have a side shave. And I roll it away from myself, basically towards the left. So I'm rolling it all the way down, making sure that the end pieces are kind of almost together. Since my hair is at different lengths, my locks are at different lengths, they are not going to be the same length. So what I like to do is just put them together as much as I can. You know, we gotta do what we gotta do. And I roll it, and I'm continuing to roll it towards the right side. So I'm continuing to roll it towards the right. And this might look a little different from usual just because I'm not doing this in front of my mirror. I'm usually doing this in the mirror in my bathroom. So let's see what happens. I think it'll look okay. So I'm once again, rolling it to my left, rolling it away from you, and continuing to roll it as you wrap it around in a roll towards your right. So I'm continuing to wrap it around and still kind of rolling the ends in, and I'm positioning it to almost like pushing it towards the front because we want it to be a front bang. Kind of like that Betty Page bang. That's really, really cute. So I'm continuing to tuck it in, and what I do is I take the ends and tuck it inside of the bun. And that's the beauty of locks, of having locks and natural hair, but having locks is that things like this are easier than it really looks. You pretty much just roll your hair and you can call it a day. I mean, honestly, this doesn't even really need that many bobby pins. However, you want to make sure that any stray locks or anything that feels like it's out of place or anything that makes it feel like it's less stable, to make sure it is stable. So I'm going to be using my trusted bobby pin to pin up any type of stray locks that I see. And even if I don't see any stray locks, I just like to pin things in general just to make sure that, once again, it's pretty stable. So I feel like there's a stray lock right here, so I'm going to pin it in here. Ooh, I didn't get it. Ugh. All right, cool. Oopsie, here it go. So I'm going to pin that within. So pinning it, hopefully I got the right one. Sometimes I can't tell. It is hard to say. So I'm just going to go around and pin it as much as possible. And sometimes what I like to do as well is, as I'm pinning, I'm kind of pushing my hair more towards the front just to make sure that it protrudes a little bit forward so it looks more like a bang rather than just like a bun sitting on the top of your head. And if you want a bun sitting on the top of your head, go right ahead. That is still a cute look. That is still a very vintage type look. But I just like to make sure that it is pushed out in front because it still has like that rockabilly punky vibe that I'm definitely going for. Because I'm really into the gothabilly glam. That is my thing. So I see that everything here is pretty secure. This is a bigger bang than I usually go for, but I like it though, because it gives it a little bit more va va voom. And I think that is pretty good for now. Awesome. And then once again, you can just go around and tuck anything in if it doesn't necessarily need a bobby pin, because it is not always necessary to pin everything. Because once again, it is just for structure and to conceal any flyaway locks. So onto the side pieces of your hair. So what I like to do is take certain side pieces of my hair, just like 2 or 3 locks at a time, and I pin it upwards. So I just take it to the back as close to the bun as possible, just to kind of almost make it look like it's a mohawk in some sort of way. You'll see what I'm talking about in a second. So I'm taking 2 or 3 locks at a time, and I am pinning it together at the top, towards the top, like right below the bun, the back of the bun. So it seems here that I still have a few pieces. Usually I just do that about twice, but I'm gonna do that probably 3 times just to make it look a little bit more, like kind of showing my ears a little bit more. It's to the point where you almost want your ears to be, you don't want your ears to be concealed. You wanna show your ears. So I'm pinning those together, and I'm just gonna take about 2 bobby pins. It really doesn't need more than 2 bobby pins, to be honest, but if you want more than that, go right ahead. So I'm going to be using my bobby pins to pin it up. So you could probably just do it in an X shape towards the back of your head. That's what I usually do, like an X shape, just to make sure that everything is put together and stuck together. And one more. You can use as many as you feel. No judgment. Great. All right now. And then what I also like to do towards the end is to take the either side of those strands of hair that I pinned up and kind of pull it a little bit and have it go towards the back of your hair, like kind of blending it towards the bottom half of your hair, just so everything looks all put together and cohesive, and making sure that it just looks like your hair is just almost out when it really isn't. You know, you have your sides kind of in a mohawk fashion, and you have your front bang all nice and full and pushed down and looking like a whole bang. So you could also use your bristle brush to smooth your edges down. You could use whatever oils or gels that you use to do that and to complete that. So you can slick your edges down as well. I'm just going to brush it up since I already brushed my hair prior to this tutorial, and I always like to brush my hair for about like 5 or so minutes with some water and some oil every day, just to make sure my hair is nice and soft, that any lint is coming out of it, and just for hair care in general. So yes, I'm kind of digging this though. Once again, this is kind of bigger than usual, bigger than I usually do, but I'm not even mad. I really like this. All right, so we are all finished here. So be sure to give this video a like, subscribe for more content, leave a comment down below of what you think about this hairstyle. Was it easy enough for you? And do you think you can rock it as well? And don't forget to also follow me on Instagram at the Soulful Veganista. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye-bye.